Good morning, happy wake and bake. How are you? I've done this a bazillion times, and there's supposed to be words here. Something like, I am Nikki K the Great, and I will be leading you through this journey of Das Bible. So, roll a joint, grab your smokes, get some keep other people alive juice. And let's get ready to listen to what has been described as immature, inappropriate, vulgar, unorthodox, weird, and edgy. And it's totally going to be fun. So, roll a joint, grab some smokes, get some keep other people alive juice, and then let's wake and bake with Das Bible. Sorry about that. This is way later, by the way. I don't know. But it's probably way later. Did I take my medicine? Did you take your medicine? We should probably pause and take our medicine. Hold on. Okay. We took our pills. Alright. So, X24. 5 days later. Okay, so it took Das Juden 5 days to come up with something. So Ananias, with his blue bonnet, came down with some elders and an attorney, a certain turtle, and I'm kidding, Tertullus, and they reported their case against Paul to the governor. When Paul had been summoned, Tertullus began to accuse him, saying, "Your Excellency, because of you, we have long enjoyed peace, and reforms have been made for this people because of your foresight. Bleh. We welcome this in every way and everywhere with utmost gratitude." This is how you know right here they're up to something. This. Ugh. If a Jew tells you something nice, they want something. That's what it seems like in this Bible, anyway. Okay. But to detain you no further, I beg you, hear us briefly with your customary graciousness. I wonder if he flicked his tongue at the end of these S's. Your graciousness, like a snaky Jew. We have in fact, no, hold on. We have, in fact, found this man a pestilent fellow. So why do you pay attention to him then? Okay. Oh, a pest doesn't go away. Okay. Okay. Oh, good. Found this man a pestilent fellow, an agitator among all Das Juden throughout the world, and a ringleader of the sect of the Nazarenes. No, he's not. Okay, okay, snicker. He even tried to profane the temple, so we seized him. Negative, Ghost Rider. Okay, so it's missing verse 7. Okay. By examining him yourself, you will be able to learn from him concerning everything of which we accuse him. The Jews also joined in the charge by asserting all this was true. See, bloodthirsty. Bloodthirsty. Ugh, these people are no good. Ugh, I don't like these people. When the governor motioned to him to speak. Paul replied, I cheerfully make my defense because I'm out of my fucking mind. Okay, never mind. That's not what he said. That is not what he said. Knowing that for many years you have been judge over this nation, as you can find out, it is not more than 12 days since I went up to worship in Jerusalem. They did not find me disputing with anyone in the temple or stirring up the crowd either in the synagogues throughout the city. Neither can they prove to you that the charge they now bring against me, because they're in a group and they think the loudest wins because they're sneaky. But this I admit to you, that according to the way. See, why did they change it? Why did they change it? Yeah. Okay. Of which, wait. But this I admit to you, that according to the way, which they call a sect, I worship the God of our ancestors, believing everything laid down according to the law or written in the prophets. I have a hope in God, a hope that they themselves also accept, that there will be a resurrection of both the righteous and unrighteous. Therefore, I do my best to always have a clear conscience towards God and all people. Now, after some years, I came to bring alms to my nation and offer sacrifices. Yeah, but I thought he was a Roman citizen, though. Listen. Bleh. Does he just say he's a Roman citizen? Like, what is happening? Bleh. Is Paul like Secret Service of the Jews? He has papers for both. I mean, bleh. There is a lot of guys in here that have many, many names, and it started with Moses' dad. His name was Jethro. And then it was... God bless America. I don't know who it is. But his other name is in the story with the captain guy that came. And then she pegged his head into the ground. And that story is where the Moses dad's other name is. And then, like, all throughout the New Testament, people have many names. It's like they're all Secret Service or something. Have papers with different names. Or papers for different places. Anyway. So I came to bring alms. While I was doing this, they found me in the temple, completing the rite of purification without any crowd or disturbance. But there were some Jews from Asia also. They ought to be here before you to make an accusation if they have anything against me. Or let these men here tell what crime they had me. No, tell what crime they had found when I stood before the council. Unless it was this one sentence that I called out while standing before him. It is about the resurrection of the dead that I am on trial before you today. But Felix, who was rather well informed about the way, adjourned the hearing with a comment. When Lysias, the tribune, comes down, I will decide your case. When he ordered the centurion to keep him in custody, but let him have some liberty, and do not prevent any of his friends from taking care of his needs. Oh, see, this is so polite. Look, everybody gives the Romans the shit, but they're usually, it seems like they're pretty nice. I suppose, but they they were really nice to Jesus, and they're really nice to Paul, and they stay pretty civil for the most part, it seems. So it's no wonder Jesus was like, yeah, Gentiles too, because these Roman and Greek people weren't so bad. I mean, personably, like, it seems like person to person, they weren't that bad. The Jews are the bad guys, and it seems like maybe the Asians might be as well. But okay. And as he discussed justice, self-control, and the coming judgment, wait, okay, I know where I'm at in life. Some days later, when Felix came with his wife, Drusilla, who was Jewish, he sent for Paul and heard him speak concerning the faith in Jesus. Okay, I just want to say, the Q people, when they try to explain Q, they explain like shit people are not ready for. It's about child trafficking and saving kids. Yeah, but it's a lot more than that. It's a library on all sorts of cool shit and all sorts of cool people. You know, and it seems like just as Paul did right here. Like he went straight for the worst part of it, and it's gonna make people go, I don't know if I want to do this. It's like, just explain it in the simplest way. That if you can explain it to a sixth grader, it's worth explaining. But he's discussing justice, self-control, coming judgment. Look, and he's frightening him. He's scaring him. Why didn't he teach him like Jesus taught everybody to have big bulls and to know what the fuck you're talking about, and like how to give love from your heart, do shit because you want to. Yeah, all this other shit too, but Jesus never really talked about that. See, I don't get it. I don't get it. People want to tell you the worst about shit and not the best. It's like, tell me the best thing about this. Don't tell me hail and fire and brimstone. I'm just, I don't take my chances. It's kind of like what I was doing in the first place. Just kind of, but I'm reading the book. I want to know what it says. And it doesn't really say any of this. That's what I'm saying. Jesus never really said any of this. And then Felix was like, the fuck? Oh, this is bad. And he was like, you gotta go. You gotta go for a second. I'll call back for you. Tell me something better. Oh my God. At the same time, he hoped that money would be given him by Paul and for that reason he used to send for him very often and converse with him. Okay, I kind of take it back. I guess he's not nice on purpose. Alright, I take back what I said. But the thing about Jesus, I do not take that back. Pontius could have saved Jesus, and I mean, he was kind of nice to him, right? After 2 years had passed, Felix was succeeded by Fetus, and he wanted to grant Jews a favor. Oh, okay. So Felix was succeeded by Porcius Festus. And since he wanted to grant the Jews a favor, Felix left Paul in prison. Ah, okay, I take it all back up. This is a bad guy. You don't do Jew. Anyway. Oh, look, we did a pretty good job. Okay, we're going to press pause right here. We're going to pet the bowl and we'll be right back. Okay. Did you get everything you needed? Did you repack the bowl? Did you do all that fun shit? Alright. Did you take a pee break? Okay. So, chapter 25 of the book X. There's only 3 more chapters left. Yay. We're almost done. We are almost done. Okay. Acts chapter 25. 3 days after Festus had arrived in the province, he went up from Caesarea to Jerusalem. Where the chief priests and the leaders gave him a report against Paul, and they appealed and requested as a favor to them against Paul to have him transferred to Jerusalem. They were, in fact, planning to ambush and kill him along the way. See, these are the bad guys. These are the bad guys. Festus replied Paul was being kept at Caesarea and that he himself intended to go there shortly. So he said, let those of you who have the authority to come with me, and if there's anything wrong about the man, let them accuse him. After he had stayed with them for 8 or 10 days, he went down to Caesarea, and the next day he took his seat on the tribunal and ordered Paul to be brought. When he arrived, the Jews who had gone down from Jerusalem surrounded him, bringing many serious charges, which they could not prove. Of course not. They don't ever have proof. And do you see what? They surrounded him. So he was in the middle of the swamp, right? And they were saying shit, and none of them could prove it. Kind of like they're doing to Trump. Das Judensbidge. Paul said in his defense, I have no way committed an offense against the laws of the Jews, or against the temple, or against the emperor. But Festus, wishing to do the Jews a favor, he asked Paul, do you want to go to Jerusalem and be tried there before me on these charges? And Paul said, I am appealing to the emperor's tribunal. This is where I should be tried. I have done no wrong to the Jews, as you very well know. Now, if I am in the wrong and I have committed something for which I deserve to die, I am not trying to escape death. I am not going to escape it. But if there is something to their charges against me, no one can turn me over to them. I appeal to the emperor. Why do you want to be the... Okay. Okay. Here we go. Then Festus, after he had conferred with his council, replied, Okay, have a good time. Go and do the God thing. To the emperor. Oh, we have good time. After several days have passed, King Agrippa and Bernice arrived at Caesarea to welcome Festus. They they're going to have good time. Okay. Since they were staying there several days, Festus laid Paul's case before the king, saying, There's a man here who was left in prison by Felix. When I was in Jerusalem, the chief priests and the elders of the Jews informed me about him and asked for a sentence. I told them that it was not the custom of the Romans to hand over anyone before the accused had met the accusers and had been given an opportunity to make a defense against the charge. That's in the Constitution. That is in the Constitution. Not exactly in those words, but you do have the right to face your accuser. Isn't that also in the Magna Carta? I don't know. I think that's what I might do next. Nikki does the Constitution. But there's a couple stories I have to read first. The story of Elijah. Again, we have to read that again. And then Ezekiel. And then after that, it's Nikki does the Constitution. So when they met here, I lost no time. But on the next day, I took my seat on the tribunal and ordered the man to be brought. When the accusers stood up, they did not charge him with any of the crimes I was expecting. Instead, they had a certain points of disagreement with him about their own shit and about Jesus, who died. But Paul was like, these guys alive. But it's not exactly, that's not exactly what it said. But since I was at a loss of how to investigate these questions, I asked if he wanted to go to Jerusalem. But when Paul appealed to be kept in custody for the decision of his imperial majesty, I ordered him to be held until I could send him to the emperor. Agrippa said to Festus, I want to hear it tomorrow. Festus was like, tomorrow. You'll hear him. It's gonna be fucking wild. He tells so much crazy shit. Dude is fucking insane. But I mean, he's got the point. But he's fucking crazy. Okay. So on the next day, Agrippa and Bernice came with great pomp. Look, see, this is so nice. He takes his wife with him. How amazing is that? He's like, Queen Lilith, go with me to great place. We have good time. See, that's so nice. He's like, that's wifey. So pretty. She come with me everywhere. She's my lady. I don't know that to be true, but that is so romantic if that's how it is. Because that's queen face. And that's king face. And king face takes queen face. See, that's so nice. Because remember in the Egyptians, he's like, if you want to talk to me, I hand out my scepter. Right? He's like, you can talk to me. But this guy's like, I take my wife. Good time. But anyway. And they entered the audience hall with the military tribunes and the prominent men of the city. Then Festus gave the order, bring Paul. We have good time. And Festus said, King Agrippa and all here present with us, you see this man about whom the whole Jewish community petitioned me, both in Jerusalem and here, shouting that he ought not, they need to bring an extinction. They need some raid. But I found that he had done nothing deserving death. Kind of like Pontius Pilate. Why didn't Jesus appeal to Rome? I do not know. And when he appealed to his imperial majesty, I decided to send him. But I have nothing definite to write. Or sovereign about him. Therefore, I have brought him before all of you, and especially before you, Agrippa, so that after we have examined him, I may have something to write. For it seems to me unreasonable to send a prisoner without indicating the charges against him. Oh, we are about to have bad time. Okay. So, that's it. Oh, pause it right here and read this real quick. You should probably read this. Pause it and read it. Yeah. Because that's like a thing that needs to happen. Anyway, I love you. Thank you for watching. I don't know. We should probably do stuff today. I don't know what, but... we don't have any spoons. So I should probably do the dishes, right? So, load the dishwasher. And thank you for watching. I love you. Don't get ready. Stay ready.